Hi family, welcome back to Tara's Take. I hope everybody's doing good today on this Mass Monday. You're ready to do some crafting. So we have these pockets. This is our triple, okay, and this is our optional, and this has the double pocket, okay. And then when you undo the little policy closure, and I just threw this one together, you open it and there you go. Now you have journaling space, and you can actually, you could wrap this and have this as a floating pocket, you know, inside your journal, but I chose to glue it to the back so that I can glue it into my journal, which is typically my way of doing it. So anyway, let's get started. All you need today to join in is you're going to need some scissors. If you have it, a bone folder. If not, use your scissor handles. You're going to need some glue. Okay, I have my art glitter glue, and you're going to need possibly, you don't have to have this, but a scoring board. Yes, I'm actually going to use the scoring board, and as you can see, I have marked it now in the spots that I want to use it. And so, and then a cutter, a paper cutter. Miss Pam, I've got my cutter. Woo-hoo. And a ruler. Okay, and then you're going to need some stuff to decorate with. And if you want to do policy closures, I have these little guys, and I've shown them to you before, but if you're new to the channel, you might not have seen them. I just take a 1-inch punch and I punch out paper, and I use different papers. There's no rhyme, no reason here. I just use different ones to use as the backing for my brad, and then I use the baker's twine, and there you go. Here we go. I get this from the dollar store. Okay, and I've got, you know, it comes in multiple colors. But yeah, so, and then you'll need a selection of papers. Now, what I was going to say is I also did this in a smaller version. With what I did was I took my 8.5 by 11 and I cut it down to 8 inches, and I did a smaller version of it, and I probably inadvertently tossed it in the trash, knowing me. But anyway, I am going to use a couple of sheets of the 8.5 by 11 and make, in fact, I think I'll use this for that, and I'm going to make it for our nativity journal. Okay, so we'll do both sizes, but predominantly I'm going to do the 12 by 12. Okay, and I've just cut, you know, I just chose, I don't have any Christmas paper for 12 by 12. So I just grabbed, and I did grab double-sided because that you are going to have both sides show. So let's use one of these Tim Holtz for fun, because I haven't used Tim in a while, his paper in a while. And so first of all, you're going to want to get your pencil and a ruler, and we're just going to dive right in and get started. And I'm going to pull back just a little bit here if I can. Sorry. I'm trying not to move this so much, but so that you can see the whole process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on this edge here, and I'm using my ruler, and I'm just going to make a little tick here on the side at the 4-inch mark. Okay, and then I'm going to flip this around to the opposite side, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. Oh, and by the way, I got these from Miss Galye Agostinelli, who got them from someone that she could not remember. And I was thinking that they would be fun to bring back. She had done them about a year or so ago, and I liked them, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do those. So now here's the tricky fun part, is getting this into your cutter. And what you could do if you don't have a cutter is you could just take your ruler and you could draw a line from this point over to this point. Okay, so just from one tick to the other one. Okay, and then you could actually cut across if you don't have a paper cutter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get this. You're going to put one side right at the line, and then you're going to turn this so that the other, oh wait, I'm probably wrong here. Let me see. Did I marked it on the right side. Oh, there it is. I just couldn't see it. It's so tiny. Okay, here, I'm going to pull this back so that you can see. Okay, so all I'm going to do, sorry, is I'm going to put this here, okay, and then I'm going to turn, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky, is because technically your cutter is not meant, it's really not big enough to do it like this. Just barely. I mean, it just barely. And I'm going to get this right on the line of where the cutting will start. It's a little bit tricky, but we'll get it. Make sure I'm there. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and run this across. And now what you're going to have is you're going to have two pieces, okay, that look like that. Okay, so that is how your pieces should appear in 12 by 12. I'm going to pull this out just a little bit more so that I can get, there we go. Now you can really see it. And my messy desk. Anyway, I'm not going to stay out this far for long, just while we do this. And I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and make one in full. Okay, and then I will, then I'll go ahead and do it like a production line kind of thing, okay? So now, what you're going to want to do is, we are going to go from the top, that flat edge, okay? And my cutter's not really as big as some people's, so I have to kind of do this in pieces. But I'm going to go for the 3. You're going to do 3. Okay. And then you're going to do 6. Okay. And then I don't have a 9. So what I did was I flipped it and went back over here to 3. So it's 3, 6, 9. Okay. You're separating it into fourths, 3-inch fourths. And then all you're going to do, and you can fold it either way you want. Let's see. Just depends on how you want it to open, how much of the paper you want to show. Okay. And there you go. All right. Or we can go like so. Kind of as, oops, sorry. It's a zigzag fold. Huh. That's weird. Isn't that weird? That should have, no, I've got it folded right. That's really bizarre. I wanted this part to show. Huh. Okay, well, anyways, that just seems odd to me. And then you're just going to get your bone folder and press this in. Get some glue, and we're going to glue it. And I was taking it from, so that I make sure I don't have to measure where my glue needs to go. So I was, okay, sorry, haven't used my glue in a little while. And I cleaned it out today too, so I shouldn't be doing that. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to go from here, and you can do the shorter side if you want to glue it shut first. Just depends on if you want it glued shut or if you want it to be a little booklet for them to be able to write on, or for yourself, whatever. If you're using it for you, or making it for you, or if you're making it as a gift or something to sell. Okay, I'm just going to press that down and then go to the next section. And again, I'm going to use, yeah, here, sorry. I'm going to use the shorter side because there's nothing, you don't need any glue above that. So I'm using this as my gauge on where to put my glue. Just run it along there and along the bottom. And there's pocket number 2. And you have 2 pieces for each one, so you can make it the opposite if you want, so that it'll be, so your paper will show differently on each one. Or you can also use one as the standard and use the other one for the flip open. Okay, now this one, for some reason, I noticed with mine, it seemed to be a tiny bit off. And as you probably, if you know me at all, you know I don't mind, and I'm not really worried about it. But I just wanted to point out, I did the 369 just like Gail did, and I didn't really pay attention to the fact whether hers was slightly off or not. I don't know. So, but I'm not worried about it because it'll be decorated, it'll be distressed, you know, all that good stuff. Now on this one, and what I was talking about a second ago was that you can actually just fold it differently if you want the markings to show different on each one. So you can use the same piece of paper but get a little bit different effect if you fold it the opposite direction. You guys get it, right? And then again, I'm just going to flip it, go on that flat section, and head over here to number 3. Okay. Now, let's see. Let me just do the fold. As you can see, it is super duper easy. But they look a little bit like they're complicated, but they're not. So it's kind of fun. You know, I liked them. I thought those are neat. And you could put like tall skinny tags. You could put paper, pieces of like coffee dyed paper in them for them to journal on. Or you could do tall tags, tall bookmark type tags that would, give you that extra little, for the length, for this tall one, you could do like a tall tag. It doesn't have, you know what I mean. It doesn't have to be a tag, but like a bookmark type tag that looks more bookmark. Whatever you want to do. Okay. Oops, did I do the bottom? Did I put glue at the bottom? Yes, okay. I'm like, did I couldn't remember. Now, on this one, I'll go ahead and quickly do the policy one so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'm almost out of these little brads I've been using forever. I don't use them often, so that's why they've lasted me for over 1.5 years. And all I did was, and make sure you put this, if you're going to use a brad on this one, make sure you put it far enough over so that it doesn't, like your round part doesn't go over the edge. I did that earlier and I had to cut it down. It's kind of a nuisance. So like make sure that you're over, you know what I mean, far enough. So, and what I do with these is I double them up if you've never seen me do this. Okay. And I have some here that have designs on them, so I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those because they're cute. And then I can use a plain one on the top. And on the inside, I will use one that has a design because you'll be able to see it. Okay. I know you're here. I just saw you. Here we go. This matches. There. I'm going to have to cut me some more from my Tim Holtz paper. I use Tim Holtz paper for those. I like that paper. Okay. So now what I do when I want to measure and get this as centered as possible is I put it, these are 1-inch circles, so I put it inside the 1 inch, and then I just look at the line in the center there and in the center on this, on both parts, the top and the side. And then I go ahead and come in on it right there. And I do the hole on both of them at the same time. Just press it through. You can also use a punch for this. I just do it because it's about the right size I want. Okay, now, let me see. Now those are those two. I threw it in here, didn't I? I want this one for the bottom. Okay. because since this is going to be underneath the one that has design on it, it doesn't need to have any design, so that's why I'm using a plain piece for that. All right, now I'm going to push this through the 2 here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing, okay? And I'm going to kind of just do a little bit, open this just a little bit, because I want to get my baker's twine here. And I'm just cutting off an approximate amount. I don't need too much. Probably about, probably way more than I need, actually. And what I'm going to do is start this little knot. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me do one thing really quick. Let me just run some distress ink on this, because that white kind of darkens that thread a little bit. I'm just running it under my dauber to give it a little bit aged. You see what I'm doing, right? Okay. Now I'm going to start a little lasso here. Okay, and I'm just going to sit that over the top of the brad's little hooks or prongs or whatever, and tighten it up. And now I'm going to tie it, and this way I don't have to worry about it slipping out, because I used to hook up everything and then tie this on afterwards, and it was just a lot harder. So I started doing it beforehand, and then I just clip that, and it'll be sealed on there because we're going to glue this down. Okay, and then we put our brads down. Now what I do is, to kind of flatten that out, I take my bone folder and just press, and that gets it nice and flat. Okay, and now you have that. Now on this part I am going, actually I don't need one on the inside, duh. I'll just save that one for later. Okay, now we're going to put this right about here. Okay, and I want my thread to be going to the back, because I'm going to bring it around to the front on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to glue it down, and you can use your art glitter. I'll use my, in fact, I will use my handy dandy hot glue real quick. That'll make it a little bit faster. And like I said, you're going to want to make sure you're a little bit back, and then just give it a push. Okay, and because you have 2 of these here, you'll be able to, when you wrap this around, okay, and I did use way too much. So, oops. There we go. Once you get it started, it'll be easier. And like I said, if you want this to float, you could double this up and you could wrap it, you know, more. I'm just going to do a single. And so what I'll do now is, this is on here even. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little line of glue in the back. Kind of push that on there, and it dries really quick, so just press it down. And now that'll be sealed on there, okay? All right. Okay, and there we have it. So we've got, that's how I do the, and it opens up and they can write on it. So that's how I do the policy closure one. And like I said, that's the optional. The original way it was done was like this, with the 3 pockets, okay? And they don't need a lot of decoration. As you can see, the paper kind of speaks for itself, and with the design, the zigzag thing, it kind of looks cool, you know? So now, what time is it? Good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and what I think I'll do is I'm going to cut down my papers. I think you guys, oh, you know what? I got to mark them first. I think you guys probably get the gist. Oh, let's do the 8x8 before I go any further. Okay. So you could also cut the 12x12 down to a 10x10 and do that, I think. I did 8x8 because I wanted to, Where's my pencil? The reason I did the 8x8 is because I wanted to have it one a little bit smaller, and I wanted to be able to see if I could use my, sorry. I wanted to see if I could use my papers that are, you know, like have my digis and stuff on them. So that kind of thing. I guess I really didn't have to mark that. I could have just used my cutter. I have such a bad habit. It's all right. And this, you'll see, makes a much smaller one, and then you've got a nice little piece of scrap there. Okay. So now what I did was I did a 2x2. So I go from here and do a tick at the 2-inch mark. Okay, and then another one at the 2-inch mark on this side. Okay. All right. And of course, at this 8x8 length, it's much easier to cut. Again, we're going to just, where's my marks? Did I go on the wrong side, of course? No, I just can't see. There we go. I'm blind. All right. There. Okay. So this one's in this corner. Here, let me pull back so you can see what I'm talking about. So this tick up here we have right there. Stop. And then down here. Okay. And that's where we're going to cut it. And again, you've got the two pieces. Okay. Now, again, I changed this to 2 inches at a time. And I noticed that it did have a teeny tiny bit of overlap that I trimmed off. Not a big deal. So we're at the 2, at the 4, okay, and at the 6. I'm going to do both of these while I'm at it. So we got 2, 4, 6. Okay. What is it, a brain thing? You guys told me to put black marks on there. I have not done anything with it since you did that. I barely put the black marks on there today, and suddenly I'm like a whiz with this. I mean, is it your head just telling you that you can't go evenly down the thing? I'm like, seriously? Now, I am noticing that it's probably my fault because I just folded that a little bit crooked. So obviously when I got those other ones off a little bit, it was my doing probably. So I have to pay attention to my score marks better. Let's see. Okay. Keep it even. Keep it even, Tara. There we go. And this side. And now, like I said, there's going to be a teeny tiny bit of overage. Nothing to write home about. Just this little bit. Now that's this side. Oh no, it's fine. Just felt like it was uneven. And so you have the same little triple pocket, just with a smaller version. Okay, so if you just wanted a small one, and like I said, if you wanted to do a 10x10, it's probably going to be about like that. You know, you're just going to add an inch to each side probably. Okay. So go ahead and make sure I'm even. There we go. Huh. What did I do? Oh well, I don't know what I did. It's something with my measuring, obviously. You'll have to forgive me, guys. I have a very, very bad backache today, and I am trying to concentrate past that and just let it be and pray it goes away. So pray for me. If you, let's see, it'll be Monday when you guys see this. It's Friday right now. The last time I had this, oh, you know what? I don't want that right there. I want it on the side. That's another thing. Make sure your tick mark is facing the right direction on your paper. Some paper, of course, it won't matter, but you're going to want it on the sides, not on the top and bottom, okay? Yeah, I don't know, my bed or something is causing me to have backaches, and it had started a few months ago. It did it, and then it went away, and I was like, oh, good, you know, we switched mattresses, actually, and I thought, well, maybe it'll stop. Well, it's starting up again, and I'm kind of like, okay. It's almost like I have a kink in the middle of my mid-back, and just doesn't want to stop. Okay, so there's that one's marked. I'm going to mark all of these first, and then I'll do the cutting. And then I'll do the other part. And I think that will work for me to do it a little quicker. I hope. I hope. Okay. So, oh, sorry about the slamming door next door. It's my neighbor. And now my dog barking. So let's see, what's this paper got on the other side? Okay, so this has writing on the other side, so I want to make sure I'm doing it on this side, okay? Pay attention to that on your double-sided papers. Now what I was going to say was, I'm a little stressed out about my whole computer shopping experience because I did all that watching yesterday. I did videos, you know, looking up what I need exactly, that kind of stuff. And then today, Cordy's been sending me, Cordy's been sending me messages with different computers that are on sale at Best Buy, and then some that are, you know, okay, this side, so we're doing this. And then they've got like this offering with Best Buy where you can get something in an open boxed mode. So now I have to call the store because I need to find out, do open boxes, because it means that somebody bought it and brought it back, and they, instead of returning it to the distributor, they have, you know, decided to resell it. And that's fine as long as it's a good, you know, it's still in good condition and works right, and also that I can still get the warranty fully, you know what I mean? Because I don't want, I'm going to spend this kind of money on something for my business. I want it to be right. And yeah, so I'm just trying to not stress about that. I know, first world problems, but it's kind of important when you're spending that much money, you know, on an item. You want to make sure that you're getting the best deal, and you know what I mean. Okay. I'm trying to find my line at the top because I can barely see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can barely see it. There we go. That should be... Okay. This is probably the hardest part because the cutter is, you know... Oopsie. Didn't quite cut that top. Oops, sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. There we go. All right, now next piece. I'm gonna make a bunch of these, and that way I'll have them, you know. And they're all the papers I chose are kind of neutrally. Is that a word? Neutrally? Neutral. So it'll kind of make it. They'll be usable in pretty much anything. So that's good. Okay. Right on the corners. It's not quite doing the cut. And I'm having to come back in and just touch that spot. There we go. All right. Almost there, guys. Okay, this is going to be the hard one to see. All right. Should have probably done it on the other side. Duh. Say duh, Tara. All right, there it is right there for that side. And then here on this side. There we go. All right, that one went through. Yay. I like this one. I might use this one in our Christmas journal. The gold. I think that's really nice. And I have, there was something else I have that has gold on it. And, let's see here. And I'm thinking it'll be a good mix. And then plus that material has all the gold in it. And then I've got that see-through material that's gold. So, yeah, sort of a... Well, I told you guys yesterday I kind of wanted it to have an elegant effect. Okay. That one... Oops, wait. Nope, I'm on the wrong side. Sorry, I can't see. Oh, there it is. It's so, the lighting in here is not quite favorable. There we go. All right, there's that one. And kind of get you over here. Okay, there's that side. And, oh, there you are, you little bugger, you're hiding right there. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm trying. Fiddly stuff. All right. Okay, we're done. We're done. Whew. Made it. Made it through all that cutting. Okay. Don't need the ruler anymore, so I'm going to put that out of my way. And let me go ahead and do my 3, 6, 9. We got 3. And I'm gonna, this paper's kind of thick. I'm noticing I'm having a hard time. Oh, don't move it. 3, 6. Are you guys? Oh no, the phone's about to die. Just happened. The Lord is so good to me. I just happen to look up almost every time. And I'm like, oh, the phone. Oh, come on, baby. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to plug in here. There we go. Oh, no. There. Are we good? Okay. Woohoo! We're back. I looked up and the screen was just about black. Okay, now we're going to do 6. See? I'm drawing like a super straight line all of a sudden. What's up with that? It's just weird. It's not like I changed anything. I didn't work on it or anything. I didn't practice. Okay, 3, 6, 9. And this is my 9. I know it's 3, but technically it's 9. So I'm going to go ahead and mark all of these. Okay. 3, 6. And then if you have a tiny punch board like me, flip it and go back to 3. Right. I have no idea if I will actually succeed in getting all of these done on video, but at least the papers will be ready for me when I want them, right? Three. So, how was church yesterday? Or family time, or crafting time, or all of the above? Anybody have any like big Sunday lunches that you do every week with your family? I know we don't do that a lot anymore now in our day and age, but I know there are some families that do. Our Sunday, back when I was married to Alex, before he passed away, when we would get done with church, when the kids were younger and even into their teens, our tradition for the most part was that we would go to Taco Bell. That was our that was our treat. Yep, that was our thing. So we always had a lot of fun. My kids are so funny. Joey did not like anything on the taco except for the meat and the cheese. And Maria, it was really bizarre. Back then, she loved the lettuce. And so they would always get in trouble because they were constantly, she would give him her meat and cheese and he would give her his lettuce. And we were like, okay, Maria's not getting any meal here. They're both like, but Mom, that's what we like. And so, yeah, so they were funny. And she kind of outgrew that, you know, as she got a little older. But yeah, when they were little, that was the way they would eat their tacos. And me, oops, I just tore that, doggone it. And me and their dad would be like, stop doing that. I look back on it now and laugh because, you know, parents, you got to choose your battles wisely, right? And that was definitely not something to worry about. Not really. Not in the overall scheme of things. So, oops. Tara, you're going off. Be good now. Don't go getting all cocky. There we go. I hope you guys like these. They're I mean, there's, oh, silly girl. There's a few steps to them, but overall, they're pretty easy. Kind of different. I'm always, if I can't think of something on my own that I haven't seen anybody else do, I will go and visit my favorite YouTubers and find something that they haven't done in a while, and I will pull that, you know, in and play with that. And that's what I did today because I wasn't able to think of anything different. Well, I did kind of think of one thing different, but I'm not sure. We'll see. It's kind of a little booklet pocket type thing, you know, nothing difficult, super simple. So now you've got all your pieces. They're ready to fold and glue down. And they are ready to, see? And they all are shaped just like that. Okay? Okay. So I'm just going to grab one and I'm going to start folding. Now I'm going to pay attention this time and see which direction it is that I want this to be to have the front and the back, and like going to the right and the left and all that. I haven't really been studying that out much, and I kind of like to figure that out. Now I'm noticing on mine that I've got this little lip and it's happening on every one of them, and I don't like that. So I am going to fold this down and then I'm going to trim that. So I'm starting to not like it because, well, at least on this one, it was showing more because of the, I think because of the darker paper and stuff. And then back, and there you go. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that one looks nice. That's a nice one. Look at that. Oh no, but the writing's upside down. So I managed to cut it the wrong way somehow. Tara. Did I do that on like all of them? I hope not. Let's see. That's annoying. So when you're cutting it, maybe it'll just be the one. I don't know. Will it be both of them? Yeah. Look. Oh, you gotta, yeah, okay. Note to self and to you guys. When you're cutting this, make sure that you're cutting it from an angle where this angle cut, okay, is going to be, actually, I don't think it's possible on all of them. I'm thinking, let me see here real quick. I think you're going to get the upside down thing on one side and the right side up on the other. Yeah. Because if you look, okay, look. Yeah. So because it's the longer end is on this side, always one of them is going to end up being upside down. That's interesting. I didn't think about that, but that makes sense now that I'm looking at it. Now see, this one was upside down, okay? But this one's going to be right side up because your taller end is your top. Okay, so I'm sure you guys get what I'm saying. So you may want to use your other half. If it's got writing on it, just use it as, I don't know, I'll probably use it as a scrap piece. And just use my bottom parts because of that. Because I want them to be right side up. Like this one's going to be upside down. I don't want that. Upside down. And what about this one? Yeah, upside down. So I'll be doing mine. Yeah. So the bottom piece, like I said, your bottom piece is going to be the piece that has the letters right side up. Okay? But if you have like just design on it, it won't matter if you don't have any writing. And I mean, if you don't care, it doesn't matter anyway. So I personally, on these, I mean, I could cover this with a different paper or like put maybe some coffee dyed paper here for writing on or something. I don't know yet. You can do whatever you want. But as for me, I'm going to focus on these guys. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. Let's see here. All right. Do I want to cut? I think I want, yeah, because I want this flower in the front. Again, I've got that lip thing where the fold is. I don't know. Okay, so these are cute though. Okay, come on, fold on the right line. So you're just zigzagging when you're folding there. This one is very far off, this piece. Oh, you know what? This paper too, I just realized. This is that paper from, it's from Joann's, and it's the one that has like the hole at the top of your pad where you have to cut that piece off. And more than likely when I cut it, it was off a little bit because I'm noticing that piece keeps being bigger than it should be. Let's see. What's on this side? Back and forth. Yeah, so anyway, about the computer, I was telling you guys, so yeah, I'm going to call Best Buy and see if I can get, you know, still get my warranty, because otherwise I'm just going to have to get a new one. We're trying to save money, of course, because what I need for what I want to do, you know, I need a certain amount of gigs, certain amount of, you know, storage, and then also I need a certain graphics card. Because I'm going to be doing graphic design on there with, you know, or different designs on there for the digis, and I want to make sure that it can handle Photoshop and, you know, all those things. And it's like, yeah, it's got to, I have to have a certain type this time. I can't just get kind of whatever because it's for general use, because it's not for general use. This computer is actually going to be, I'm pulling this over just if you see me struggling. Just a little bit because it's given me too much of a gap. I don't know what it is about my scoreboard or my papers. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like it to be quite as big as it was. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just like stressing about that a little bit. And also it's Christmas time, so things are being bought up right and left. Oh, that looks really pretty. and you know, everybody's getting in on all these good deals and stuff like that, and I want to get the best deal. you know. So okay, let's go ahead and glue these down. And I'm paying attention to the time, and we're already at 45 minutes. So all this cutting and folding and measuring and blah blah blah, very time consuming if you're doing a mass make. Okay, I think I might try to decorate. Oh, come on now. I just glued it to the paper. I think I might try to decorate one though with you guys for the nativity journal. I'm sure hoping I can get that done and get my printer and get everything lined up so I can finish it right, you know. Oh, I meant to tell you guys, I am running a sale in my shop right now on all of my journals. Just in case anybody's interested or anybody knows someone who, you know, wanted to get something, and just thought I'd let you guys know. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, and it's 20, I think it's 20% off. Yeah, 20% off. Okay. And I've also done a lot of marking down on my prices, so yeah, the 20% brought them down significantly from where they were. So there we go. Let's see. Do we want... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and glue this one for sure, because I think I do want to put this one in the nativity journal. I like this paper, and it's just got that look, you know. And because the flowers are the way they are, they could almost kind of pass for a poinsettia. Is it poinsettia, poinsettia? How do you say that? How do you say that? Okay. All right. Okay, that glue is not happening with this paper very well. Just really press that. It's that foil type paper. It's kind of, make sure it's down. There we go. Okay, and I'm not going to do a policy closure on this one. All right, so there's that one. And I think I'll save these guys to glue together in a little bit. Let's see here. I was going to say I think I'll decorate this one here and maybe this tiny one. Let me glue this one down. This is a little guy. This paper is really cool. I get it at Hobby Lobby. If anybody's looking at it and wondering, it's like a metallic. Should I be pulling this in a little bit? There we go. It's like a metallic, satiny type paper. I really like it. I've been buying it since I first started, when I first noticed it. Let's see here. It's pretty to make pockets and stuff with, and then decorate with ephemera on top. It looks nice. So Tippy has, she has decided that she is a very privileged puppy. She has been acting really spoiled lately, in a cute way, you know, to where you can hardly resist her. Kind of spoiled little sweet way. She's such an old girl, and I kind of baby her anyway, but she's just like on me for her treats, and she's, you know, she just loves to let me know that it's time for me to feed her. I swear the dog has a stopwatch inside of her, or a clock inside of her, because she can literally, she starts telling me it's her dinner time. Her dinner time is 4:30. I feed her at 4:30 in the morning when I'm up, and then I feed her again at 4:30 in the afternoon. She gets her snacks at 10 a.m. and the cats do too. And you know, she's gotten to where she like comes to me and lets me know it's 4:30. And Courtney, the other day, he was like, she's freaking me out. Does she know what time it is? And I said, I don't know, but I think she might. It's just funny. So this is one of the nativity tags. I'm not going to use it as a tag. I'm going to tear it down. I did some cutting on these and fussy cut some of them out that were tags and journal cards, because they're really cool looking. And then also, you know, I couldn't print anything, and so I was kind of, so that's what I'm going to do with this one. And we're going to distress it and make it look pretty. And a lot of the stuff that's going to go into this journal is not just going to be nativity. It's going to be kind of like traditional vintagey pictures of family and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Here's my thing. I was looking for my dauber. So yeah, it's going to be kind of that mix of, well, I think I mentioned it tomorrow in the video for tomorrow too, that I wanted it to be elegant and at the same, I'm going to test this because I just wet this down earlier. I want it to be elegant and at the same time traditional, old-fashioned, vintage, you know, antique-y looking. So it's going to be a combination of nativity scenes alongside poetry and probably hymns and stuff, and then really old vintagey pictures that look really cool. So yeah, that's my goal. That's my goal. Let's see how well I do it. Okay, so that toned that picture down a little bit, and then I'm going to see if I can do a little toning down on this. This stuff, of course, is a little bit different because it's the foil, so it's kind of got a different reaction to the distress ink. It's not, but that paper that goes between is regular. The paper, like this part, and the part that's between the flowers. So I should be able to get that. Yeah, that part's distressing pretty well. So. Yeah, Mia has now, she's our cat. The little girl, there's the boy Bo, and then the sister Mia, and I call her Princess Mia. Well, she has decided that every night when Daddy has, if he has a dessert that takes milk, she thinks that she's going to get some of his milk. Yeah, and she will sit on the end of the bed, and if he acts like he's not going to get her, and she'll start yelling at him, meow, meow, you know, and it's very funny. And he's so funny. He's teaching her. So he's telling her as he's putting it in the bowl, if she comes too close, he's like, no, no. And he is teaching her to stay back while he says no, and then come forward when he's done pouring it, you know. It's so funny. They crack me up. These animals are sweet. They are little sweeties. What else do we have here in this little stack? Ah, little kitty. Oh, these are pretty. Little cute ones. These are all nice. This is like a double hook together tag kind of thing. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Let me see. What do I want to put with it? We're going to put, of course, we're going to put some words of some kind. All right. It was funny. The other day I was going through here, and all I could find when I was working on the traditional, or the more holly jolly, you know, all I could find was words that were more like Santa-y and ho 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 and, you know, all that, jingle all the way, that kind of stuff. And it was funny, I couldn't find any of those. All I could find were like the more spiritual Christian phrases, you know, and referencing Jesus. And then yesterday when I started working on this one, I'm like, okay, now all I can find is the holly jolly stuff, and I can't find any of the, you know, the more Christian stuff. And I was just like, seriously, it's ridiculous. I guess I should have put them into 2 separate bags. But it would take a lot to separate them now. Joy to the world. There's another one. You know what I mean. Let's see. Ah, come on. Chestnuts, 12 Days of Christmas, Jack Frost, Joy. See what I'm talking about? Apple cider. This is funny. Yuletide. Oh, there's one. Oh, come all ye faithful. It's a little closer to the mark. Oh, there's one. Let us adore him. Okay, so we are going to might tear this. Since I have my thumbnail again, I can actually get right in there on the edge. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Let us adore him. That looks good right there. And then light of the world. Come all ye faithful. I need one more that I want there. Of course, I have a whole bag here. I just don't want to have to pull them all out. But it looks like I'm going to. Oh, let earth receive her king. So I think on this one, I may just go back and forth. Like that. Let me see. I'm going to try bringing these down just a touch on the corners and see if that makes them seem a little bit shorter. I probably should have used that smaller round part than this one, but there we go. Yeah, that brings it in a little bit. It's a little bit too big. And you know, it's funny, every time I look at anything, it seems like I either think of a scripture or I think of a song. Constantly. What time is it? Okay. We have to be done here in a second. Now, at least with this one, I don't really need to add a lot of gold. Because, I mean, I can to like this part, you know, but on everything else, I don't really need to. But you know me, I got to add it somewhere. So, light of the world, oh come all ye faithful, let earth receive her king. Okay. So if you guys like these, let me know in the comments. If you made them, let me see them on our Facebook group. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, there is a link in our About section to Creatives Inspired Corner. That's where we go and we hang out together and show each other what we're doing. We've started a new challenge for anyone who's new to the channel and you haven't known about it. On every Monday I'll be putting up a new challenge. Super easy stuff, you know, anything you want. It's called the Something Challenge. And I'm just going to be giving a prompt and then you guys run with it and do whatever you want with it. I did a journal card with pockets on it with lace this week. Another person did journal cards. Someone did tags. Someone did a journal cover. So yeah, anything that you want. It's up to you. And like I said, that link is in the front of our About section here on the channel if you go to the channel and not just through the video. If you haven't subscribed and you enjoyed yourself today, please feel free to become a part of our family. Everyone is welcome. And if you did like the video, please remember to hit like. It helps the video to be seen by others. And it makes me feel good to know that you're there. That's how I know you're there. I have people who comment to me, I've never commented, but I've been watching you for months. I'm like, I'm so glad you finally commented, so I know you're here with me. That's a big deal to me. Because as a lot of you already know who've been with me, I started this channel to make friends. And I have certainly done that. I have met some of the most amazing people. And I love you guys so much. So I'm not going to get mushy again. You know, you already know you are loved. You are prayed for every single day. Whenever someone comments, a new person comments, they get added to the prayer list. I run over and grab my prayer list, the book that my prayer list is written in, and I write down your name so that I can pray for you. So I haven't said this in a while. If anybody ever needs prayer privately, please feel free to contact me on Facebook, Tara Strahan. You can messenger me. I will respond, and it'll be me. Nobody's helping me out with that. That's all me. Okay? There's this little guy. Yeah, I kind of like this. It's different. I was thinking if I could find somewhere to add some lace, maybe on the side from the back, because you know it'll get glued in. It's not going to be a floater pocket, even though this one would really look pretty cool as a floater pocket because of the paper it's on. Let's see here. So there we go. And I'm wondering if I have anything. I have tons of Christmas lace, but I was looking here. I could add some red up the side. Nah, it's too much. Let me see about this one here. I don't know. This might not. It just might need nothing. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's kind of. Yeah, I kind of like it just by itself. So I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is. But there's our pocket. So that's our triple pocket. And like I said, if you. I don't know where I set one, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The triple with the, or the double pocket with the policy closure. Here we go. If you want to do one with the policy closure, there you go. Okay. So that's that one. And then that's that one that's going to go into our book. I like it. I hope you do too. All right, you guys. I went over as usual. I apologize. Have a wonderful day. I'm so glad you were here with me. God bless you all, and I love you very much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.